who's protesting. He's pro-life, and he
Yeah,
gets kicked in the face by somebody who's like, "Yeah, don't take away." Was it a woman who kicked him, or it was a man who kicked him?
it was a man who kicked a woman, and the woman was videotaping these pro-life protesters. I think that's what the thing says. I didn't see more. I just was watching the video and waiting for the roundhouse kick, and it came, and he did. And I don't know what's wrong with that guy, but yeah, I don't know. He seems kind of like a
Okay.
douche. Yeah,
I didn't know people went that, especially men went that hardcore with,
pro-choice.
yeah,
Yeah,
pro-choice.
yeah. I didn't know either, man. In all
That's
honesty.
insane.
Yep.
I mean, wow. Okay. Solid way to start the episode off.
Yeah, I kind of clicked record a little bit in the middle of that, but whatever.
You're good. You want to give a little intro now?
Welcome to the Bathroom Break Podcast, a short podcast that you can listen to on your bathroom break, depending on what you've eaten the day before, with two dumbasses that are friends.
Absolutely. I cannot think of a better way to describe us.
Yeah, nothing we say should be taken like we're experts in any field whatsoever.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's my
Yeah, that
opinion.
sounds. I'm trying to
Yeah,
think of a field people might take me seriously in, but I can't.
yeah, no, I don't think so. I was actually thinking about this earlier. I was wondering if you had in my field, there's a lot of guys that act like they watch sports, but I know that they don't because I try to have conversations with them, and it's like, yeah, I can tell you, you have no idea what's going on.
There's one guy who's in my teaching cohort who, anytime I bring up sports, he brings up water polo, and I just don't know what I'm supposed to say about that. Like I don't. I'm like, oh, did you see the game this week? He'd be like, oh no, man, I was at a water polo match. Like you get it, right? Like athletes. I'm like, what? What?
Aren't water polo people really athletic? I
You
thought
know
they
what?
were.
I used to think that until I've met every single water polo player that I've ever met, and they are, yeah,
Yeah. All
yeah.
right.
I mean, yeah. I got nothing else to say other than that. It's just, yeah. I'm sure they should be.
Yeah,
I,
because
I don't
you're
know
constantly
how much they
paddling,
are.
right?
You would think that they would be in better shape than the people that I have met. But
What
hey,
what
I mean,
what
if you can't play any other sport, why not play water polo?
what are they just like stand there, like stand on the floor?
I don't know what they do. That's the thing for me is I don't understand how you're not in shape playing a sport like that.
Yeah.
Like you should always be paddling,
Yeah.
but at the same time, what you should actually be doing is not playing water polo in general. So
I don't know, man. I mean, it seems like a fun sport, but it would not impede me from watching other sports or anything, you know?
yeah, it would not impede me from doing anything else really. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's pretty cool.
What's crazy is as we're having this conversation, I was looking up world's dumbest sports,
Yeah.
and number two was extreme ironing, where you just iron, like you bring out an ironing board and you iron clothes at
That sounds like a
weird spots.
trick. Like s- someone's brother or something's like, "Hey, you should like you should practice extreme ironing." And then he just makes up the stupid sport so he irons all his work clothes, you know?
Yeah, yep, exactly.
Yeah. It's like or like when Adam was living with us, we could be like, "Hey Adam, there's an extreme ironing thing going," and we just give him like all our work clothes.
I could see that.
Yeah. It's about
Sorry,
how it
I'm being
started.
blown away right now by the number one on the list. I just read it.
Yeah, what is it?
It's called, and tell me if you've ever heard of this because I have not. It's called ferret legging.
I have no idea what that is.
Okay, I didn't either. I'm like, oh, I don't know what that means. That's got to be some kind of euphemism. It's not. You wear your trousers so tight that not, according to this, that not even the slenderest of farts could escape. Then you take two ferrets, you kiss them in order to induce their fight or flight instincts, and then you insert them into your pants and see how long you can stand there with the panicked little buggers scratching at your thighs and gnawing at your balls.
No, I'm good. I'm good on that. What is this, like a BuzzFeed article? What the heck are you reading?
No, this is on
Oh,
AskMen.com.
oh,
Granted, it's not the American version. I believe it's the Australian version.
okay. Do they
With that
have?
being said, the world record is over 5 hours.
Do they have on there? What? No, I'm good. I would last negative 5 minutes. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm.
I would wear tight pants and be like, nope, I'm out.
I wouldn't even get that far. Like, no, I'm
Yeah, that's
good.
true.
I'm good,
Yeah,
guys.
I'm like, are those ferrets? I'm getting the fuck out of here.
Do they have that Iranian? I think it's Iranian. I don't know. Uh, leather
Wow.
pants
Wow.
wrestling. Did you see this? You ever
I
see it?
have not. Please
It's
indulge
like
me.
so these they're really buff guys too. They get to like they get these leather pants or something. They get all oiled up and then they wrestle each other. And inside the crotch of the pants is like a flag, like in flag football, and you have to tear it out. So you're oiled up, trying to reach for inside someone's crotch, like inside the pants. It's not on the outside. It's not like on the inside.
I don't believe that this is real.
Yeah, I just made it.
I honestly don't believe
I just made it up off the top of my head. Yeah.
it.
Okay.
I know that I know you're trying to use reverse psychology on me, but I don't believe you.
I'm typing. I'm typing.
Oh,
to
I
see.
hear it.
Yeah.
I hear it.
I'm typing to see if this is Turkish oil wrestling. Look it up, dude. Yeah. It's
Turkish.
called Kirkpinar. Kirkpinar is Turkish oil wrestling, where wrestlers pour olive oil all over their entire bodies, and the matches take place in an open grassy area. The contestants are naked except for trousers made of leather, which extend just below the knee. Victory is achieved when one wrestler either pins to the ground in many forms of wrestling or lifts his opponent above his shoulders. Well, where did I get the part where there was a flag? How did that happen?
Yeah,
Oh,
I
wait.
don't know about this whole dick touching thing, bro.
Wait. Oil wrestling in Iran. This might be the part. Yeah, I don't know. There's a version where there's a flag. That's all I know.
I do want to say this, and I don't know what people are Googling. I don't know how search engines work, but I do know this. When I type in Turkey, like Turki, it should not automatically go to Turkish oil wrestling. Like there should be other things ahead
Does
of
it go there
Turkish
first?
oil wrestling. You know what I mean?
Does it go there
Yeah,
first?
I typed in Turki,
Yes.
and the Wikipedia article showed up. Did you mean Turkish oil wrestling? I'm like, I haven't even finished a word.
Yeah,
Not
dude.
even a word yet. And you're guessing I want half naked
Yeah.
dudes in leather pants wrestling each other?
Yeah.
I gotta start looking at my Google list a little bit better here.
Yeah.
How few things start with Turkey that Turkish oil wrestling is popping up so frequently.
Okay, call me a conspiracy theorist or anything. I think it popped up just because we're talking about it. Your computer processed that quick and was like, "Oh, I know what he means."
Justin, if I believe any of my friends is a conspiracy theorist, it is without a doubt you. It's
Whatever, dude.
without a doubt.
Whatever. I have a strong grasp on reality for sure.
Other than my brother Aaron.
Yeah,
I just
your brother and I.
Yeah,
Actually,
yeah.
we I think we talked for a long time about some conspiracy theories. I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
when we're in Vegas, like, you guys left us alone, and that's what we did. We talked about aliens and conspiracy theories.
I did
Yeah.
like how you best described my brother. He's the only person you go to Vegas with him and he somehow fits in better.
Yeah,
Like other people become like their Vegas selves. Aaron is just like, oh,
yeah,
Aaron is somehow more normal in Vegas.
yeah. I kind of feel bad for him when he's outside of Vegas.
Yeah.
But in Vegas, it's fine. It's cool. Yeah.
Yeah. We don't have many listeners, I'm guessing, not to put down the show on air or anything, but if you're listening to this, look around. You find a weird person, 50-50 chance it's my brother Aaron.
50-50. Wow, that's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Good odds.
Yeah. Just think about the weirdest person you can find.
Yeah, man. So you came at me pretty hard at the beginning of the last episode.
Yeah,
Do you
can
remember
I
that?
apologize? Can I
Do
do a full apology
I would
here?
love to hear an apology.
Okay. So let me go ahead and say a lot has changed since the last time we were on air together in the sports world.
Yeah.
Um, your Milwaukee Brewers
Yeah.
are in the Major League Baseball postseason. So congrats to the Brewers. I am pulling hard for the Brewers to win the World Series. Just want to throw that out there.
It has
And
to go
as
through
part of my
Milwaukee. So
apology
good.
on the fact that I made fun of your 0-3 fantasy football
Uh-huh.
team, that is the first football team I've ever heard of in any league ever to score 200 plus points. That is just ridiculous.
Yeah. Yeah.
So just nothing but props to you, sir. You're still 1-3, but you're the prettiest one I've ever seen, you know?
Well, if you look at the points for category, I'm number one. So, yeah.
Are you?
Yeah.
Wow, you are.
By like 20 points or 10 point 20 or it's double digits, whatever it is.
Yeah, yeah. You have 60, just about 64 more points than I do.
Yeah.
And I'm in second place in the
Yeah.
league.
Yeah, dude. So, I told you, I'm not worried about that team at all. Not at
You know,
all.
the reason I'm worried about the league is because somehow you're tied for last and our buddy Joey is, tied for second, or he's in third, it says, because he has fewer points than I do in the same record.
Yeah.
But Joey, I don't think he's ever won it like a single week, let
Yeah.
alone been in third.
Yeah.
So something's definitely off.
No, it was just funky weeks. First few weeks were funky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you're scoring 200 every week from here on out, I think we're all kind of screwed.
Well, I have the team that can do it.
Yeah, that Thursday night game, that you were loving that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Cooper Cup, man. Cooper
What's
Cup.
crazy is the people that were in first, second, third, and fourth in our league were all at a bar watching that game together.
Yeah.
Me, Josh, Austin, and Adam. And we were just texting you like, wow,
Yep.
so nobody's touching you this week.
It was a long week though. I wasn't sure. I wasn't for sure. So.
No. You're the only person who would be up 150 on an opponent and be like, I don't know, it's a long week. Like,
Yep.
no.
Yep. Well, do you remember Packers Seattle game? Packers had it. They won the game, and then somehow Seattle won and went to the Super Bowl.
I do remember that.
I don't even know how that happened.
I'm still confused on how everything, I just don't get it. How can
Yeah.
everything go one way?
Yeah. Unlike Bart Kavanaugh or Brett, whatever his name is, I blacked out, and then I woke up and they weren't in the Super Bowl. I was like, no,
Yep,
I really
nailed
did
it,
black out
exactly.
then. Yeah. I remember it vividly because it was traumatic. No, it wasn't traumatic, but whatever.
It was. As much as we put into sports, it was traumatic.
Yeah, yeah. Because then you have to wait another year, you know?
Absolutely. I mean, as a Florida Gator fan, we lost to Kentucky this year. That's the first time in God knows how long. I mean, since before I was born, we lost to Kentucky. I took it personally. I did.
Yeah. I don't know a good transition, but I think we need to touch, because it's this weekend, we need to touch on Conor McGregor returning to the octagon. Do you give me your what do you think is going to happen? Think Khabib will win?
I'm not quite. I think he's going to lose.
Khabib?
Yeah. With that being said, you know me. My MMA knowledge is not all there. I just think you take this much time off, and you do this many things that aren't MMA in the MMA circle. I think you're set up to lose.
Oh, so you mean Conor's going to lose?
Connor's going to lose. Yeah,
Okay,
sorry.
yeah.
Connor's going to lose.
Yeah, logically, it's just with Conor, there's always that like Jose Aldo like one punch knockout ability.
There is. He's got that kind of skill. He's got those kind of hands.
Yeah,
If he gets taken down, he is screwed.
but I see Khabib just taking him down and wrecking him. Like,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, if Nate Diaz can do it, Khabib can do it 100 times. You know. So
I think Nate Diaz and Conor McGregor should fight again.
I do too. It's actually a really good idea for them, but you just eat up divisions when you do that kind of stuff. Because everyone, I don't know, a lot of people wait around for the Conor fight. A lot of people wait around for title fights, and you kind of put things in limbo. So
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
yeah,
It should be a good fight either way.
yeah, I agree, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited. The fight I'm more so excited for is Tony Ferguson versus Anthony Pettis, and I really want Pettis to win. Conventional knowledge will say Ferguson will win, possibly by some kind. No, I don't. I don't think he'll submit him. But yeah, Pettis is awesome. Love Pettis. Always did. So that's my 2 cents on the UFC.
I appreciate it. Now I know who to bet on because I forgot to bet in college football this week, and for the first time ever, all my bets would have hit. Yeah, it was not pretty.
Man, yeah, yeah. That sucks, for sure.
Yeah, it did. I was watching the games like, damn it.
Yeah.
It's all good. It's all good.
Should we get to some moral questions, or should we?
You know what?
hold
I
off?
can dig some moral questions.
Alright.
Let's do this.
Sports betting. No, I'm just kidding. All right, this one's called Sinking Ship. You ready?
Okay.
You are on a cruise for 2 days, and there's an accident that forces everyone on board to abandon ship. During the evacuation, one of the boats is damaged, leaving it with a hole that fills with water. You figure that with 10 people on the boat, you can keep the boat afloat by having 9 people scoop the filling water out by hand for 10 minutes while the 10th person rests. After the 10-minute rest, he or she will get back to work while another person rests, and so on. So this should keep the boat afloat from sinking long enough till a rescue team can find you, as long as it happens within 5 hours. You're taking your first break when you notice your best friend in a sound lifeboat with only 9 people in, and he beckons you to swim over and join them so you won't have to keep bailing out water. If you leave the people in the sinking boat, they'll only be able to stay afloat for 2 hours instead of 5, decreasing their chances of being rescued, but securing yours. What do you do?
I gotta help them out. I know. Usually
Really?
I'm the asshole when it comes to
Really?
the moral questions, but
I
I'm
thought-
helping them out.
This
It's
is
the
this
right
is,
thing to do.
Oh, this is the trademark, Alan. Oh, I'm swimming to the. This is the trademark. You know,
You
that
want me to
you'd
go?
swim.
You want me to go normal me? Fuck those people. They should have died anyways. I'm all for population control. We don't need them. They're probably gonna screw up. Let's be real. Who can scoop for 10 minutes straight? It's not gonna happen. They're not gonna make it. I want to be safe. I can swim to another rowboat. All they can do, they'll survive for 2 hours. They'll be those ships. We have rescue crews that can get somewhere in 2 hours. They'll be fine. I'm taking my friend. I'm going to my friend's boat.
Wow, I don't know which one you're seriously saying.
I don't know. After I heard that, my first answer, I was like, oh, I got to help people. And that's all I said. The second one, I gave like 9 reasons why I should go over to my friend's boat.
Yeah, I would stay.
You would stay?
I'd be committed to it. That'd be one thing. It'd be hard for me to break that commitment. And then another thing is, I would be really guilty. I'd be very guilty especially if I didn't know that they were rescued. So.
See, I think I would stay as well because, like, I'm a Padre fan. I'm all for the sinking ships that have really no chance, that are built on just false promises. That's what we do.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah. So that's one.
That was dark. I think I just killed 9 people, but
How about this? Should parents be able to edit their baby's genes? And this isn't a really long thing. This is like a little paragraph. So it says, if you have a baby with congenital heart defect and a doctor could remove the gene, would you do it to save the baby's life? And it says most people probably would, but take the steps further. Would you make your baby a little more intelligent, a little more beautiful? Asked Jennifer Doudna, the co-inventor of CRISPR gene editing technology.
I did see like a short documentary on Netflix about CRISPR and gene editing. It was very interesting.
Yeah, I don't know anything about it.
It's on. Have you ever seen the documentary series Explained?
Oh yeah, I haven't seen anything, but I've seen it on Netflix.
They're only like 15-minute episodes, so they're super short, right?
Yeah.
And they're pretty awesome. I haven't seen one in a couple of weeks, but they do one every Wednesday, and they do a really good job.
Well, there's a news article today, actually, that I saw. Japan is allowing gene editing in embryos right now. So.
Wow.
Yeah.
So if it had a congenital heart disease, then yes, I would do something about that. As far as making it, quote unquote, better,
Uh-huh.
no, I don't think I would.
Why?
Why?
Yeah.
Because I don't think it's necessary.
Huh.
I It's one of those things where, yeah, it's not necessary. It straight up comes down to, the heart thing. It'll have actual health risks and conditions. I don't need to make it any smarter. It'll be fine.
Yeah, I mean you can really slippery slope this though. Like there's
You
got
really
to
can't.
be, cuz there's no clear cut.
There's no line.
Yeah, it's like, well, the baby's going to come out with diabetes, and it's like, well, Jay Cutler has diabetes and he had a very successful, well, some would say
Really,
successful.
really, you said very successful. Yeah, take away the very there,
some
bud.
would say some would say successful NFL career, you know. So it'd be like, well, because Jay Cutler, we can't edit that gene out, you know. You know what I mean? Like, where's the thing? Where's the cutoff, kind of thing?
Okay,
Like,
okay.
so that's one part.
So
My
then
thing,
here's the question I have for you. What about diabetes?
that's what we're talking about, diabetes.
I know. So let's say your son has your son's going to get diabetes, but you have the chance to not let it happen.
So yeah, so for like chronic medical conditions and stuff like diabetes, congenital heart defect, sickle cell, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, I think if you have the technology, yeah, do it for sure. I agree.
Okay.
Um, I don't know where the line is though. I definitely don't. But I don't think it should be taken too far where you are now doing it for aesthetics or whatever, to make it,
Yeah,
that,
I agree. I think aesthetics might be where I cut it off.
yeah, because well, you know how this is gonna go though. You're gonna be in the doctor's office. They'll be like, he's gonna come out with recurrent AFib or some shit, and then he's like, well, so we we can take that out, but we can also add in Lance Armstrong's thing and make his heart larger and better. You know, it's like, really?
Yeah, I don't. I mean, you're right. It is going to get there,
Yeah, for
and that's
sure.
kind of freaky to think about.
Yeah, cause Gattaca, right? I mean,
Oh, great,
that's
great movie.
that's the whole thing. It's cause Gattaca. Cause then, when people don't have their genes edited, they're gonna be looked as less than, and then it's gonna be like,
Right. So,
yeah,
by the way, as soon as I saw that was one of them was gene splicing or whatever they were calling it. I automatically, and it's not only 14 episodes or 14-minute episodes, something like that. But I was like, oh, dude, Gattaca.
yeah,
And
it's totally
my
Gattaca.
wife's like, I don't know what that is. And I'm like, dude, they're gonna bring it up here. And of course, what do they talk about right away? I'm like, Gattaca.
They
I'm
did.
like, yeah,
Oh,
they
I
brought
gotta
it up.
watch this episode, man.
They referenced it, and I was like, yeah, Gattaca.
Yeah,
Like
because
that his job interview is a blood sample.
yeah,
Like it's crazy.
there's a work of fiction that predicts this shit. It's like,
Yeah.
it's right there. You know, it's like, it's burning in mainstream culture. It's like, maybe we really should look at the moral part of this.
Yeah, absolutely. So first off, if you haven't seen Gattaca, go watch Gattaca.
For sure, 100%.
Yeah,
Yeah,
good movie.
very good movie.
Good movie. Yeah,
Very good movie for sure.
yeah. So we both agree. Maybe if it was some kind of major disease or condition, then yes.
Yeah, yeah.
But if it's for aesthetics, no.
yeah, we definitely agree. If it's yeah,
I like how we went from killing 9 people to helping babies. I like this. Okay, I can dig this.
yeah, yeah. I don't know. I kept thinking of stuff, but I couldn't really think of anything to. I had one question that I thought of, and it's kind of stupid. If you could be the
I'm
champion,
all ears to stupid.
all right, and you're good off the cuff, so fuck it, whatever. If you could be the champion of any eating contest,
Ooh.
what would it be? I mean, this is broad, so it's anything from Coney Island hot dog eating to your local hot pizza, like spicy pizza thing.
It would definitely be some kind of spicy something spicy.
Really?
I'd be the hottest spice eater ever.
Oh man, that sucks. That sucks, dude.
Yeah.
Just think about the toilet the next day.
I thought about it, but it's worth it. Chicks will
No,
totally think you're sexy.
no way. I wouldn't go
Oh
spice.
yeah, that's way sexier than eating 300 hot dogs in a sitting or whatever.
See, I don't know if I'd go hot dog though. I'd probably go with sushi or chicken wings.
Do they even have sushi challenges?
Oh yeah, dude, they have everything. They have pot stickers challenges.
Do you get the fuck out? They do not have pot
Yeah.
sticker
You
challenges.
you never watch? You obviously never watch the Coney Island 4th of July hot dog eating stuff.
No, Justin, I don't.
Because on there, those guys are always coming up, and one guy I remember this year was coming up, and they're like, and he's the 2018 pot sticker eating champion, and the 2018 oyster eating champion. Yeah, like yeah, they have them all over. There's like a mozzarella stick eating champion.
Interesting. See, I didn't know this.
Yeah,
I didn't.
dude,
I thought it was just like spice, or you're eating a lot of hot dogs.
you gotta check out like they have like leaderboards and stuff, and all these different.
I have to browse the internet a lot more when I
check
am
it out.
intoxicated. Apparently.
Yeah, and they definitely do have sushi. I know that for 100%.
Okay. See, I'm learning. I'm learning.
I don't know how safe that would be, you know?
Sushi. Yeah, that's a lot of
Yeah.
mercury.
Like I mean, I think there's a threshold, like when you go to all you can eat sushi, you're okay, but it's because you're not going back the next day.
Do vegans do vegans have anything? Like, is there an all you can eat broccoli contest?
They do have all you can eat. They do have not all you can eat, but the contest. They do have like the vegetable contests and stuff. Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
I don't know if vegans enter it though. I feel like it's a different brain wiring than what vegans have. No
Yeah, I
offense,
don't think.
vegans.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
That's true.
you know.
Fucking vegans.
Yeah.
I would still totally feed a vegan person like meat byproduct or whatever. No problem.
Oh jeez.
And they wouldn't even have
back.
to do anything to me, you know?
It's
I know that was a
callback.
moral question. Yeah, they wouldn't just piss me off.
Yeah. You got anything else or anything?
I do not.
Dang, man, I don't either. I don't either. It was all right. I think we pieced together some shit.
I think we freaking crushed it,
Yeah, it was okay.
personally.
It was okay. I don't know.
Probably the sexiest episode of all time. It's
Yeah.
up there.
This is the best episode of any podcast ever.
And I just want to go ahead and say this is the real Bathroom Break podcast. We're not. Who's that douche face?
Rab himself or some shit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
no.
dude can go hang himself. That's what it
Hey,
should be.
whoa,
Yeah,
whoa.
I said it.
No, I didn't.
I said it.
I did not. That
Nope,
was
just
not
me.
Yeah, that's just you, man. You're on that.
Can't-
You're,
I'm
you're
gonna
on that
tag
alone.
him on Twitter,
You're on that alone.
douche.
We should tag him on Twitter.
Yeah.
Any contest, man. We would kick your ass at anything.
We need to start. You know what we're gonna do? This is our new goal in life, at least mine. Twitter war.
Yeah.
You've already had a Twitter war with a semi-celebrity,
Yeah. Jay Crawford, man.
and I say semi-celebrity as nicely as possible.
Yeah. Yeah, that Disney guy.
Yeah. So we're definitely. This is definitely happening.
Rab himself, man, I'm telling you. Any contest. Just name it. Whatever you want to do.
I'm just gonna tell him to listen to the end of this podcast. Douche himself.
Yeah. The truth is he'd probably pick a contest where he gets hit in the balls, and I'm not about that. So anything
Well,
but getting hit in the balls. Like Ed Woodward.
He'd have to have them first. Yeah, that's right, Rob,
Rab.
or whatever the hell your name. I don't care.
It's like RAAH or some shit.
More like DOUCHE.
Oh, burn.
Yeah,
Oh. Yeah.
that's right, Rob.
Rob.
Yeah.
Because we're old.
Yeah, basically, that's what I'm
Yeah.
trying to get at.
Fucking
When I
A.
get up from recording this podcast, when I stand up, I'm gonna make a noise. You know that noise every old person makes when they stand up?
Yeah.
That's me.
I'll probably make a noise too.
Oh, definitely. You're older than me.
Yeah. That's a true statement.
This is very true.
Fuck. Oh well.
All right, I feel like we crushed it, Justin.
Yeah, it was okay. It was alright.
It was just okay.
Oh, what a